Hi everyone, I am so sorry I've been away again. I'm so sorry that I'm not consistent. I, for some reason, haven't learned how to balance this energy coming at me when I do these readings. Because I haven't been doing public readings for a very long time. I started when you saw the channel, probably like, 2 years ago. And for whatever reason, whenever I do the readings, I do them for a while and I'm fine. And then I get really, really, really sick. And then things go wrong. Like I have to travel somewhere unexpected, or my camera breaks, or my phone is not working. So if you guys can send positive energy towards me when I'm doing my readings so that it doesn't consistently happen, because I've been wanting to do readings for a while, but my energy, it's kind of like, it's almost like sleep apnea, like it's something pushing you down and stopping you from moving and doing the readings. And there's so much going on right now, and so many changes. So I wanted to do a quick reading. So I apologize again for that, guys, and I'm going to really try to be a little bit more consistent. I do work and help people with life coaching and spiritual coaching, so I do work as well. But I am going to really try and balance it with the energy and with work, and try and be a little bit more consistent. I just apologize for that. Okay, so I'm going to do a reading on the spiritual war. I have done one before, but I want to do an update because things have changed and I can feel it, and I'm sure every one of you can feel it as well. Everybody keeps asking me about my cards, what I'm using. Here's the box. I did mention it before, but I didn't, in the place I was in, I didn't have enough space to show everything. Got a little bit more space here. I also found this really cool shawl. It's got the Lord's Prayer on it, and I like shawls, and I'm gonna try and find more shawls to use as well, because I feel like I get like better reception. That's the word, I don't know, when I do my readings, but I use the shawls. I've got some of my little crystals. I'm not a huge crystal collector, but I do have a few, and I think it does help. I just kind of go with whatever like I feel at the time. I'm like, oh, this one feels good, this feels like it has a good energy, and then you sage and you use it. All right, guys, so let's get into the spiritual war, an update on the spiritual war. Let's do it. Update. Spirit guides and angels, please protect us, please bless us with this reading, and please tell us what you need us to know about the spiritual war that is going on right now. I'm feeling like I need to break. I don't always get the urge to break the cards, but I'm feeling like I need to break. That was the Hanged Man. So it's like things are up in the air. Just do this. It's telling me I need to like shuffle like a different way. I'm getting that vibe. So I will just do what they tell me, or what the feel is. Okay. There's the occult card that we always get, right? Okay, just want to make sure you can see all of the cards. Okay, so the vibe that I'm getting here, guys, is that some of the players in the occult club with money are still kind of going on as if they're in control. However, they're not actually in control. They're being watched. Do you remember the expression? I don't know where it came from. The hunters will be the hunted. So they're actually being hunted right now, and I think they're playing mind games with them. So there's a team. So people are being taken out behind the scenes, and they're seeing things. It's gonna sound a little bit weird, but it's almost like they have like foresight on things that are gonna happen, like the good guys, like the white hats or whatever you want to call them. And there's a lot of the big players that they haven't got yet, but the big players kind of don't know really what's going on. They still think they're in control, but they're slowly taking out people and replacing them with replacements. I don't know if I don't know if that makes sense to you, but the occult doesn't know who's who. Does that make sense? The occult don't actually know who's on their team anymore. The big ones with money are having a little bit of mental activity, but it's only now starting to affect them. There's still kind of some of them like, yeah, whatever, nobody's gonna get us, like it'll never come out. They're never gonna find us, but they're being watched. And to be honest with you, I think this Twitter thing is a big thing. I'm gonna maybe do a reading on the Twitter, but they are actually, it's very interesting actually. Basically what's happening is, guys, we are kind of winning the war, but we haven't won it yet. I would say it's about 50-50 right now where it's at, and they have to play their cards right. It is hidden what they're doing. So what they're doing is hidden, although they're trying to be as truthful about what they're doing as possible, but they have to play the same game as these guys. So they're catching them at their own game. And some of them, like let's say for example, they have somebody who's in a position of power, who's like a huge celebrity or politician or whatever, a huge player in their cults. They'll be talking to somebody who they've always talked to, but that person is actually not who they are. They've been switched out, or they've been turned out, like switched around, like to the good side, or they've been replaced with somebody who is acting as them. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but they're kind of watching them like that. I don't know, Mission Impossible with the masks and things like that, and you think this person is this person, but they're actually not. That's kind of the impression I'm getting, like that Mission Impossible with the mask, like, oh, we thought it was this person, but actually it's not that person. So these guys are talking and kind of giving their secrets up. But they don't know who they can trust. So immediately that's coming to my mind is Ellen DeGeneres. Like, she was kind of caught, but it's kind of like in my mind, like she was kind of let go to see what she does, who she communicates, what she's with. So she's almost like she's free, but she's being watched, and she kind of knows it because something happened. But I don't know why, but Ellen is on my mind with this. Sure, it's almost like she was like, oh, she was sitting pretty. She never thought anything would happen, but they've kind of let her go. And they said, okay, go do what you were usually doing. We're not going to like do anything with you. So she actually doesn't know like where she stands, because they're playing with them mentally, which is really funny. They're playing with them mentally. So the bad guys don't even know what's going on. Some of them think they do, but the bad guys don't even know what's going on. They're actually just like kind of freaking out. Let me just add to the cards. What can you tell me about the like, do they know that they're being watched? Like, do they know that like everything they do, they're being watched? Do they know that they're being watched? Do they know? Did the bad guys, the occult team, do they know that they're being watched? Let's just take these ones that fell out. Emotional. I'm just going to take them upright, guys, because you can kind of read them both, but let's see. I'm feeling like I want to take them upright. Oh, yeah. Some of them have surrendered. Some of them are just done. It's a whole new world. Like, some of them are changing their whole perspective. They're thinking about it. It's emotional. Some of them are just, they cannot bear what's going to come out. And it's almost like they're dangling in front of them. It's like, yeah, we're going to tell everybody, but we don't know when. We're not going to tell you when. So it's almost like, you're free, go and play. So it's like they're still trying to cast their spells. They're still trying to keep in their world a little bit. That's what I'm feeling. But it's very weak. It's almost like the young players are trying to keep this momentum going of this team. But it's a lot of surrendering, a lot of mental anguish is going on. A lot of people are turning. But there are some still trying to keep this going. Because remember, when you're born into something like this, guys, it's all you know. So you don't really know what's wrong until you kind of learn other things and other people and meet other people. So there's some of them who are, it's taking a lot longer or harder to get them. But they're playing them at their own game. So that is why everybody is confused. That's why everybody's confused. Even the good guys that are like, wait, what's happening? Like, I thought this was going to happen. Or I thought, no. They're playing them at their own game so that if you're confused, the bad guys are confused, right? So this team is very, very confused right now. I still get the feeling though that the people at the top though still feel like they're untouchable. I don't think that they get just how much they're in trouble. Let me see. The people at the top. The people at the top. People at the top of the account. How are they feeling right now? The people at the top of the account. How are they feeling right now? The people at the top of the account. How are they feeling right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So they're trying to get over it, right? Move past it. This is also internet. So this is for me, Twitter. They're keeping their money. They're keeping guarded. They're keeping security, right? They're keeping everything secure. They're getting their kids to do things, and they're getting their kids to make like so if anything happens, or the youngsters, the people who are not so high up in the thing, they're kind of throwing them under the bus, and they will throw everybody under the bus to cover themselves. So they're trying to cover things on the internet. They're trying to move past it. They're trying to protect themselves. They're getting all the people who initially started, maybe the youngsters, their younger family members, or people who were younger in their, like, haven't been as long in the occult or things like that. They're trying to, I'm getting Aaron Carter in my head right now. He's telling me that he was this one. He was one of the people that they kind of threw away because maybe he was talking. Yeah, he was talking. He was giving information. So they're... I'm getting goosebumps. They're moving past it. They're throwing everybody that they can in the way to cover themselves. And anybody who speaks, they're covering. And it's so blatant now in your face that if you don't see it, then it's like, come on, guys. Like this, I think I need to do a reading on this whole Pelosi thing, because if you don't see that there's something wrong there, it's almost like they're making, so I feel like it might be a white hat operation. Let me do a reading on the Pelosi's and the Twitter, because this is bringing up Aaron Carter for me. This is bringing up internet Twitter. This is bringing up the Pelosi's. So let me do a reading on that. But I'm telling you now, they're playing a game with these bad guys, and these bad guys are stressing out, and some of them are surrendering, and they don't know what to do, but they don't know where it's coming from. They don't know which side to look, because they don't know who. It's almost like they've caught them and told them, we know everything that you guys have done. We've got to record it. We're going to release it. And then they've let them back into society. So they don't know when it's going to happen. They don't know who's their friend anymore. They don't know who's turned. So they are playing a huge mental game with them. I think that's what's going on, guys. Okay, let me do some other readings while I have the chance and the energy. Thank you guys for still sticking with me, and I need to still go through all the messages and comments. I have seen them. I just need to reread them, and I have seen your emails for some of you from the past who've emailed me. Thank you so much. I will read them and I will reply. I promise I will. But thank you for always like sticking with me, and I hope this makes sense. And if you have any comments or things as well, let me know, because I'm sure from this maybe you guys see something as well that I didn't catch. So let me know. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.